everyone. So it is time to thin some plants. These are tomatoes right here and they are like giant. So let's get to it. I can't believe how big the tomatoes have gotten. It's just awesome. This one has been lagging behind. I'm just gonna cut them instead of pulling on them because I don't want to damage the roots of the other tomato plants. Hello everyone, we are at the garden. Yes, the community garden. There's nothing really going on, but it's exciting to be here. It opened yesterday, but it was freezing out. So let's check it out. They did till it also, which I'll show you. Oh my gosh, look at that. It should be nice and fluffy. This is the plot. Wow, it's so empty. The giant pile of rotting whatever, plants and stuff, is gone. This was the compost bin. I guess they just empty it. Soil is definitely fluffy because my feet are going in there pretty easily, so that's pretty cool. Look at these beautiful grape hyacinths, also known as muscari. This one says big smile. I guess that's the type. Look how stunning. Oh my gosh. I put them in this little pot for now, but I don't know. I might split them up and disperse them around the balcony. Beautiful. All right, everyone. Hi, we're at the garden. I have this ND filter on. Last time I used it, it like made a rainbow situation happen, but I don't think it should be doing that now. But we're at the garden and we're going to be placing stepping stones and kind of like laying it out for the most part. And also I have seeds to plant and I have one very special thing that we're going to be doing this year. And I'm so excited to get it started. Here we go. That's what that looks like. Everybody's is barren. But soon it will all look, oh my gosh, so lush and beautiful. This is my plot. I actually think it's bigger than other people's plots because it's supposed to be 10 by 20, but this one looks smaller. I think it's because I have the compost bin, but okay. According to plan, we are going to be placing the stepping stones in the middle. I'll pop up what the garden plan looks like for this year. That's what I'm gonna be like following for the most part. And that's what we're gonna do. So let's get started. Also, I should have worn shorts, but I didn't. And I'm already like so hot. It's 78 degrees out, but it's probably hotter, I would say, with the sun. There we go. I will just plop this there. So we're using my new camera, my Osmo Pocket 3 at the garden this year. I'm so excited. Okay, just met a dog named Wally. So sweet. It was a full-size Yorkie. I feel like you never see that. We have so many seeds to plant today. And what is it? April 12th. I looked at when I planted things last year and I kind of adjusted from there. So it is super windy out here. There's kind of a constant flow of wind because I'm in a field. There are no trees. It's flat. I mean, there's some trees, but not enough to break the wind. Until we get some plants in here, it is just a flow of wind, which feels really good because it's hot. So we're gonna be planting lettuces right now. I have butter crunch and Merlot lettuce, which if you know anything about lettuce, the seeds are like nothing. They're like a tiny speck of dust and they float away in the wind very easily. On a windy day like this, I'm gonna have to be really careful because lettuce is surface sown. So you just sprinkle them on the surface and hope they stay there. And if you're wondering what I'm doing for water, it's not gonna be turned on until the last frost date, which is end of May. I like to place popsicle sticks temporarily until we have sprouts, just so I know that there's something planted here or else I will forget. And I will step on them, pull them out, just not good things. Yum. I love a good butter crunch. I'm just gonna press them in. I've switched over to my Canon because I just don't know. I feel like that camera overheats too easily and it's gonna like die and I don't want it to die. Last year I did Hilton for the cabbage, just 2 Hiltons. And I think this year I wanna do 1 Hilton and 1 hybrid kimchi cabbage. Chun Yeon Gold F1. Yeah, they're F1 seeds. Very excited about that. There we go. That is the Hilton. The hybrid kimchi is gonna go right here. And next to the cabbage, we are gonna be planting komatsuna, my favorite. I'm so excited. We're planting red and green. So last year I only did a huge thing of green. This year we're gonna be doing red, which is actually more purple, which I love. So I wish I could do so many plants of this, but like we're only 2 people. So we really got to just watch it and we don't have a lot of space. So I have to just practice restraint, which is difficult, and only grow the things that we really can consume. That's the goal. It's just so difficult when I have so many seeds, so many varieties. peas. Komatsu is amazing because it can withstand temperatures like down into the teens. It's the perfect plant for winter, really. I've heard you can grow it in the winter. I could probably grow it here in Colorado, and it just tastes so good. It almost tastes like spinach, but it has no oxalates. So if you've had a kidney stone in the past, like I have, and you're afraid to eat oxalates, like I am, grow some komatsu and eat that because it's spinach-like and it tastes so good. It's so much better than spinach. Swiss chard also has oxalates and beets. The less red Swiss chard is and beets, that goes for like the greens, the less oxalate it has in it. So I chose for Swiss chard bright lights, and it's kind of like a neon chard. All right, y'all, let's plant these peas. I have soaked peas and snap peas overnight. We have a large amount of like trellised areas to plant them, and I'm so excited. I'm planting like twice as many as I planted last year. First up, we're gonna be doing snap pea, and you guessed it, they are super sugar snap peas, and they're delicious. So I'm so excited to plant these and just eat them, dip them in the hummus, and it's like my favorite thing. Unfortunately, there's so many weeds over here. Ooh, and some of them have thorns. Good. Looks so much better. Let's plant some peas. These could be better cleaned up. I think I'll be fine. I'm gonna dig a nice trench. I'm gonna pour in some of this water and let the peas come out. These are super sugar snap peas from last year, actually, and I have a full bag of new sugar snap peas. Well, there you go, done. I would like to put more peas over there, so I think I'm going to soak more and plant some over there when the time is right, maybe next week. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna cover them up. Wow, look at that. Let's hope they take. Now, let's do some peas. Like, I don't know what you call them, garden peas? Dig a trench, let it grow up this trellis, which is also the compost bin. I got diagnosed with POTS earlier this year, so bending down like this and getting up is like the worst thing ever. Of course, I had it last year too. I just didn't have the actual proper diagnosis. I guess I didn't explain what POTS is, but it's like it deals with your blood pressure. It's hard to explain. I just get really lightheaded and dizzy when I stand up. I don't faint. I have not fainted, but last year in the garden, I have gotten close. I usually have to just grab onto something when I stand up. So when I stand up, I just find something to hang on to until it passes, and then I go on with my life. Okay, so for this first section, I'm gonna do burpeeanas, which I planted last year. I think I'm gonna try to plant some on the back of this fence as well. And then these are green arrows, and I'm gonna plant them on the other side. There we go. That is it for the peas. I'll let you know when they sprout. Probably be in a few weeks, I assume. This might be too bright. I don't know. I have things to say. I will be planting mushrooms this year. Yes, mushrooms. I bought some mushrooms, wine caps to be specific, from North Spore, which they are located in Maine. And we are going to get started inoculating. I guess that's the right word. These are wine cap mushrooms. If you've never heard of them, I haven't really either until I went onto the website. They're called garden giants. That's like another name for them. They can grow up to 12 inches like the cap, and they can get up to 8 inches tall, which is pretty incredible. Why I'm growing them, there's many reasons. Number one is eating them. Duh. I love mushrooms. We don't eat meat, so like mushrooms are a good meat alternative. They don't have like a ton of protein, but they're really good for like that texture. I don't know how to explain it, right? I love mushrooms. We eat a lot of mushrooms. We're growing the mushrooms. Other reasons to grow them, well, they improve your soil health. They suppress weeds, which we all need, especially here. I've already found so many weeds. They break down woody material. If you have a garden that has like wood chips mixed into it or big wooden chunks, this would be really a great thing to help break down the hard woody material in the soil. I'm going to do it in a patch of soil that is going to be a little bit shaded, which is what they like. They like a tiny bit of shade, and once the peas grow in, it'll definitely be more of a shady spot. I'm just going to start digging around and then layering substrate and mushroom spores. Let's get started with this. First, I'm going to get rid of any kind of material that is in the way. I'm also going to break up some of this soil. Do you see these roots already from weeds, I'm assuming? So I'm going to try to get rid of those as much as I can. I think I'm going to lay down some of this paper, which came in the box. It does say you can lay down cardboard. And yes, I do have cardboard here, but I'm going to use this paper. This probably could be deeper, but I'm also going to be planting this elsewhere. I'm not going to be planting all of the mushroom spawn here. I'm going to lay down some straw. This is tacky straw, so it shouldn't blow away with the wind once you get it wet. It is windy right now, of course. I think we're gonna get some rain tomorrow, which is gonna be really great. We definitely need it. I'm gonna take some of these spores. This is 5.5 pounds of spores. I'm going to try to plant some on my balcony at the apartment in a grow bag, and I'm very excited to see how this turns out, you know? The good thing about this mushroom spore is you don't need a log for it to grow. You can grow it on straw or wood chips, whatever you have. I think straw is gonna be better because I don't want wood chips mixing in. I'm gonna put my substrate over this 2 to 3 inches deep, and then I'm gonna do more spawn. It says 1 to 2 inches to keep the spawn, so don't break it up too much. I think then now I'm gonna add more straw, and then I'm gonna go get my watering can and water this patch. This is where I put the mushrooms. I hope they stay. I'm gonna water it so it stays nice and put. Those are the peas. Those are more peas over there. That's the mushroom. Planted poppies here. I planted cilantro here. For the poppies, I did a lilac pom-pom and a mother of pearl. Oh, they're gonna be so beautiful. I'm gonna be doing a lot of flowers in this area. I'm very excited about that, and I hope I can make a bunch of bouquets and do some pressed flowers and maybe dye with them and whatnot. We have butter crunch, red lettuce, komatsuna, cabbage, chard, and then I did green onions, warrior green onions, and then long green onions. There we go, y'all. The beginning of the garden season officially. Oh, so excited. I hope everyone has a wonderful gardening season this year.